From college scam to sweet romance, how I defrauded the school Belle and won her heart. Please subscribe for more updates. Episode 1. You are so unworthy. These legs, TSK, so white. At Goody University, downstairs in the girls' dormitory, Lu Jiuzhang glanced at his roommate next to him with a look of disgust. What do you mean by that look? The one next to you is white. Real or fake? Let me see. Damn, it's really white. The roommate smacked his lips and said, Lao Lu, you still have good taste. Looking like a loser. Lu Jiuzhang shook his head. He had given up on his college roommate who had been single for more than 20 years and had never even held a girl's hand. Tap tap tap. At this time, a burst of footsteps came. Downstairs in the girls' dormitory, a woman wearing high heels, fancy dress, and heavy makeup walked towards Lu Jiuzhang. This woman is Lu Jiuzhang's current girlfriend, named Chu Han, but she is about to become a thing of the past. What are you doing with me on such a hot day? Chu Han put his hands on his hips, with an impatient look on his face. If you want to give me a gift, give it to me now. It's such a hot day, and if you don't mind being exposed to the sun, I won't mind it either. Chu Han knew Lu Jiuzhang very well. He wanted to stick to her every day, no matter how small. I guess I bought another gift to give to her. Take last year's winter vacation as an example. Lu Jiuzhang didn't go home during the new year. He went to an electronics factory in a southern coastal city to work for a month and bought her a new Apple mobile phone. 1T memory, Yuan phone blue. She was extremely happy at that time, but now it is a little different. She is no longer the ignorant little girl before. On such a hot day, what gift cannot be given at night? It has to be at noon? Let's break up. Lu Jiuzhang said directly. What? Break up? Lu Jiuzhang, did you take the wrong medicine? Chu Han was shocked. So the person who licks will actually take the initiative to break up? Isn't this a joke? That's right, it's a breakup. Remember, I dumped you. After Lu Jiuzhang said this, he turned to leave. Stop. Chu Han was furious. Did I offend you? Why did we break up? I've never done anything to feel sorry for you. Really not? Lu Jiuzhang sneered and took out his mobile phone and opened the comment area of Chu Han's homepage video on Douyin. Netizens asked you in the comment area whether you are single. How did you answer? You said you have been single for a long time and have never been in love. What's going on? They are all my big brothers in the live broadcast room, and I want to remain single. Chu Han defended, if they knew that I had a boyfriend, would they still give me rewards? Then how do you explain why you and your biggest brother in the live broadcast room went out for dinner yesterday and didn't come back all night? Lu Jiuzhang asked. I haven't been home all night. Chu Han obviously felt guilty, but she still said forcefully, who do you think I am? Why don't I just go out for a meal, and then tonight we watched a movie together, and then it was too late, and I was living outside and didn't do anything. Are you too cautious? Why do you have to control me? Even interfere with my private life? Being with you is so tiring. I feel like I have no personal space at all. Chu Han beat him backwards, which was her specialty. The more critical this moment is, the less you can give in. Otherwise, if you feel guilty first, wouldn't you lose? I went to your live broadcast brother's homepage and took a look. He posted a hotel video. I clearly saw a girl's underwear on the bed. Lu Jiuzhang said calmly, those seem to be your clothes, right? My underwear is exposed, is there anything else to explain? Lu Jiuzhang is not angry, and there is nothing to be angry about. There is no need to be angry with such a person, it is purely to ruin his mood. In the past, Lu Jiuzhang also felt that as long as you were willing to be nice to a girl, you would be rewarded. It seems now that the better you treat her, the more aggressive she will be. Chu Han also wanted to defend, things are not what you think, Before she finished speaking, she was interrupted by Lu Jiuzhang, let's break up. What's the point of talking so much? It's not the first time that you and your brother who was ranked number 1 in the live broadcast room have gone out. When the matter was revealed, Chu Han was a little angry. He wanted to defend Lu Jiuzhang again, but he didn't expect that he was determined to break up. Let's have a showdown. Chu Han stopped pretending, let's break up. Let me tell you, Lu Jiuzhang, the top brother in my live broadcast room is much richer than you, a poor student. He saw the necklace around my neck. Swarovski, more than 6,000 yuan. People can make thousands of dollars just for free, and they also gave me tens of thousands of dollars in rewards in my live broadcast room. How about you? Buy me a new mobile phone, and you have to work for a month during the summer vacation? You are so poor, why should I be with you? I have seen so much of the world with my brother in the live broadcast room. Lu Jiuzhang, do you think you are worthy of me? Lu Jiuzhang shook his head. This woman was hopeless. She was stunned. Whether you deserve it or not, we will have nothing to do with each other in the future. Lu Jiuzhang looked at the mobile phone in Chu Han's hand. Give me back the mobile phone and the things I bought for you. Mobile phone? No, really, you bought it for me and you want to take it back? Chu Han looked incredulous. I bought it for you because I want to be with you for a long time, and even get married. Do you think you are still worthy of it now? Lu Jiuzhang said, not only mobile phones, but also computers and tablets. And those gifts, please return them all. Those things given away were given for the purpose of marriage. In other words, it is the gift of love. Is there still love now? I'll give it to you, what's the big deal? Chu Han was so angry that he directly restored the phone to factory settings and threw it to Lu Jiuzhang. Then she turned and went upstairs. About half an hour later, she came down with a large box of things and threw it in front of Lu Jiuzhang. Then, Chu Han turned and left. Isn't it? Lao Lu, are we really separated? His roommate was watching from the side just now. He wanted to persuade him, but he felt that Chu Han was going too far, so he kept silent. Why did I call you here? Come on, help me move. Lu Jiuzhang and his roommate carried the box and walked towards their dormitory. All the useless things were thrown away, and all the things that could be sold secondhand were sold. This box of gifts can be sold for thousands of dollars at least. It was all earned by Lu Jiuzhang from his summer job at that time, which was so exhausting that he almost died. He didn't expect that he would end up like this now. Got green. No, to say that he was R***D was because the previous owner of this body was R***D. Last night, the previous owner knew about this scene, drank too much, and finally fell unconscious. Lu Jiuzhang traveled through time and became the new owner of this body. After adapting to this world and his new body, the first thing Lu Jiuzhang did was to get ahead of Chu Han and get rid of Chu Han. I even asked for the gift back. It's not that Lu Jiuzhang is stingy. If they break up peacefully, Lu Jiuzhang will definitely not take this gift back and just give it away. But for someone like Chu Han, these things would be a waste of resources for her to use. Also, the previous owner of this body was too licky, and Lu Jiuzhang couldn't stand it anymore. Since he came from time travel, he couldn't live in such a miserable state anymore. Episode 2, Borrowing Money from the School Belle. Ding, congratulations to the host for showing his masculinity. As a man, you should never be indecisive, and you should avoid being disturbed by it. A voice suddenly sounded in Lu Jiuzhang's mind, and then a virtual blue screen that only he could see appeared in front of him. Given that the host grasps the true meaning of life, the system begins to bind. This system is a perfect life system, and its purpose is to help the host build a strong and perfect life. Ding, the binding is successful. Please complete the first phase of the task and borrow 10,000 yuan from school beauty Lin Wanner. After the mission is completed, the host will be rewarded with 100 million Chinese coins. The mission has a 3-day deadline. If it cannot be completed within the time limit, the mission has failed. Host, please hurry up. A voice sounded in Lu Jiuzhang's mind. Borrow 10,000 yuan from school beauty Lin Wanner? What a scam, this is it. The school beauty Lin Wanner and Lu Jiuzhang are not familiar at all, okay? Lu Jiuzhang quickly searched for memories about him in his mind. Although Lin Wanner was Lu Jiuzhang's classmate, she was actually not much different from a stranger. One is a high-ranking school beauty, and the other is an ordinary college student. Although they are in the same class, they don't have much intersection. The only intersection in my memory was when Lu Jiuzhang was a sophomore in college and had a friend who wanted to chase Lin Wanner and was going to give her a bouquet of flowers, but class was about to begin at that time, so he asked Lu Jiuzhang to give it to Lin Wanner. Lu Jiuzhang originally didn't intend to do such an embarrassing thing, but the other party gave him too much. At first, the other party only offered 200 yuan. Lu Jiuzhang sat down and raised the price and asked the other party for 500 yuan. Seeing that class was about to begin, the other party had no choice but to agree. At that time, Lu Jiuzhang's monthly living expenses were only 1,000 yuan, and 500 yuan was equivalent to half a month's living expenses. Only a fool would not do it. The last bouquet of flowers was thrown into the trash can by Lin Wanner. Although Lu Jiuzhang was embarrassed, he was just an errand boy. After receiving 500 yuan, Lu Jiuzhang was happy for a long time. Apart from this, it seemed that there was no communication between him and Lin Wanner. The classes in the Idol TV series often organize outings and parties. In fact, Lu Jiuzhang's class organized several outings and parties when he was a freshman, but fewer and fewer people participated later. Later, the squad leader was too lazy to organize anymore. Lin Wanner seemed to have never attended those gatherings in her memory. The question is, what excuse should I use to get close to Lin Wanner now? Ding dong. At this time, Lu Jiuzhang's cell phone rang. It's news from the class group. The counselor said in the class group that there will be a class meeting in 20 minutes and he has something to explain. Lu Jiuzhang looked at his roommates and said, "The class meeting is about to begin, shall we go there now?" Lu Jiuzhang's dormitory is a quadruple room. It was Zhao Chuan who went with him to the downstairs of the girls' dormitory to look for his ex-girlfriend Chuhan at noon today. There is also a guy named Li Tao, who wears glasses and is playing a game in bed right now. He has been playing King of Glory for 2 or 3 years. The highest rank is Star Glory, and he can't even reach King. However, he is still very fascinated by the game. The remaining one, Wan Hai, is already working and interning abroad. Thanks to their connections, his parents found him a large private company in the ancient capital, where the salary was pretty good. Isn't there still about 20 minutes left? Zhao Chuan shook his head and said, "Let me rest for a while and wait until 5 or 6 minutes before the last meeting." They are now senior students, and their lives are mostly scattered. Those school rules and regulations may be very important to freshmen, but most senior students don't take them seriously. As long as they don't violate particularly serious school rules, it doesn't matter if they occasionally miss a class or are late for a moment. "Okay, I'll go first." A few minutes later, Lu Jiuzhang stood in front of a classroom door. Summary C502, this is the classroom. Seeing the door number, Lu Jiuzhang opened the door and walked in. There were some classmates in the classroom, but not many. After finding a seat at the back, Lu Jiuzhang sat down, took out his mobile phone and started playing. The original owner was miserable. There was a crack on the phone and the screen was broken, but he still kept using it. Opening the mobile payment software, Lu Jiuzhang took a look and saw that there was a balance of 160 yuan on Alipay, and Huabei owed 674 yuan. He had also withdrawn all the 500 yuan in reserve and had to pay it back tomorrow. In WeChat, there are still 74 yuan and 8 cents. This is too poor. The balance is not yet owed and there is a lot of money. With just such a small amount of money, if you still buy this and that for the scumbag Chuhan, aren't you asking for trouble? If you lick a dog, you deserve it. If you lick a dog, you will die. Lu Jiuzhang cursed in his heart. After finishing his scolding, Lu Jiuzhang nervously looked at the door to see when Lin Wanner would arrive. You need to borrow 10,000 yuan from her to activate the system, but how should you ask her? Excuse that your parents are seriously ill? Lu Jiuzhang shook his head, forgetting this excuse. How could anyone curse his parents like this? It's okay to use the excuse that your roommate is seriously ill. Anyway, in my impression, the boys in the dormitory were always in trouble. If the system can be activated by then, help these people more, introduce more beautiful sisters to them, let alone curse them to become seriously ill, or even curse them to be paralyzed, I guess those people will be happy too. Anyway, it's just a curse, it won't become true. The girls are the real deal. They have been single for so many years and have become craftsmen. Lu Jiuzhang looked at the door, eager to see through. Dang dang dang. A rapid ringing sounded. Class begins. The class meeting was scheduled for 3:10 in the afternoon. At this time, most of the people had arrived, and there were still a few people who had not come. Lin Wanner was among the few people. What's the situation? I have the impression that Lin Wanner is very active in class. Why are you late today? Or maybe she has something to do and has already asked for leave? Damn it, if this is really the case, it will be troublesome. It seems that there is no chance to complete the task today. Lu Jiuzhang felt tormented in his heart. The counselor had already entered the classroom, looked around, saw that almost everyone had arrived, and started to talk. The content mentioned is nothing more than the situation related to filling in the files. Squeak! Lu Jiuzhang, who was sitting in the back row, suddenly heard a slight sound of the door opening. The back door of the classroom was opened a crack, and Lin Wanner sneaked in quietly. She didn't dare sit in the front, so she looked around at the back row, and saw a couple sitting on the left. It's obviously inappropriate to sit next to a couple. People get tired of being together. Isn't she like a light bulb? There is an empty seat on the right. There are 4 or 5 seats there, but only one boy from the class is sitting there. Lin Wanner walked forward quickly and sat next to Lu Jiuzhang. She had jogged all the way here just now, and now her face was slightly red and she was breathing lightly. Lin Wanner's family background is not particularly good, but it is not bad either. My parents run a big hotel and earn a lot of money every month. It's her birthday today, and she just had a video call with her mother, which was a waste of time. Episode 3, Lies Exposed. For her birthday today, her mother gave her a 2,000 red envelope, and her father gave her a 3,000 red envelope. Her brother and sister, who are already working, also transferred some money to her respectively. Including her friends and cousins, Lin Weiner checked her WeChat wallet and found that she had almost 10,500 yuan. Lin Weiner plans to use the money to travel and see the great places of the motherland when she graduates. Lin Weiner snorted, realizing that the classmate sitting next to her had been staring at her. Lin Weiner had some impressions about the name of this classmate. It seemed that his name was Lu Jiuzhang. He was a very honest person in the past. Is something wrong? Lin Weiner asked proactively. Lu Jiuzhang was asked and didn't know what to say. He simply borrowed the donkey from the slope and said, "Classmate Lin, a roommate was injured. It was quite serious. He was hit by a motorcycle last night. A rental. It was so miserable. He flew out. There was a huge pool of blood on the ground. The roommate also fell into a coma and hasn't woken up yet. But his family's conditions were average and he didn't dare to tell his parents. And his parents, those who work at home with their backs to the sky and face the loss, cannot make much money. The rest of our roommates have pooled together some money to help him, but there are still some shortcomings. See if you can lend me some." Lu Jiuzhang asked cautiously. Lin Weiner didn't react for a while. "Well, it's my birthday today. For your birthday, your family and friends must have transferred a lot of money to you, right? Lend me some, and I will pay you back when the time comes. I'll take my head, I swear on my degree," Lu Jiuzhang said hurriedly. "That's not what I meant," Lin Weiner quickly explained. What she meant was that it was her birthday today and others were transferring money to her and sending her red envelopes. There were also many strangers, whom she did not know, who transferred large amounts of money to her. Lin Weiner confiscated it. "Today is a good day to collect money. Why do you suddenly need to borrow money?" This reversal was a bit too big, and Lin Weiner didn't react. "My roommate is also in our class, his name is Wang Hai. You should have an impression, right? Such an honest child was injured like this. He is still lying in a coma in the hospital. If it were later, he would really die," Lu Jiuzhang said pitifully. Because he knew Lin Weiner's character. In my memory, Lin Weiner, although she looked cold, was still very kind-hearted. Several times, Lu Jiuzhang saw her feeding stray cats from a distance on campus. Lu Jiuzhang felt uncomfortable at the thought of defrauding the other party of money. "But for the system tasks, I fought hard. Classmate Wang Hai is indeed a good person." Lin Weiner hesitated for a moment. "I remember that he helped me move books before, but for 10,000 yuan. Lin Weiner thought it was too much. If it was 100, 200, or even 1,000, 2,000, she would borrow it if she felt like it. Even if she didn't pay it back, it would be okay. Lin Weiner was undecided, but when she heard that her classmates were so miserable, she couldn't bear it. "Let's do this, I'll guarantee it with my mobile phone." Lu Jiuzhang took out his mobile phone and put it on the table. The old mobile phone still had a crack, so it looked awkward. Damn it, Lu Jiuzhang wanted to scold the former owner of this body again. He is so picky about himself and won't replace his cell phone even after it is so bad, but he is very generous to the scumbag Chu Han. He even buys her the latest Apple model. This tattered mobile phone probably won't fetch much secondhand, but it can be replaced with a basin or a kitchen knife or something. It's really chilling to put it here as a mortgage. Forget it, I'll use my ID card as collateral. Lu Jiuzhang said, "I'll write you another IOU. We major in financial management and have studied economic law, which specifically talks about IOUs, and they are legally binding. I have the IOU and my ID card. Once I don't pay you back, you can call the police or file a lawsuit in court," Lu Jiuzhang said hurriedly. "But I still want to travel after graduation, can I lend you $5,000? Lin Weiner was about to cry. Lu Jiuzhang suddenly discovered that this aloof school beauty in the eyes of others was actually quite innocent. She also has a good personality. She actually believed such a simple and flawed excuse. "Classmate Lin." Lu Jiuzhang became serious. "My classmate was seriously injured and is unconscious in the hospital, and you are still thinking about traveling. Is traveling not as important as the lives of your classmates?" After repeated questioning, Lin Weiner could only cry and said, "Then you must remember to pay me back. If you don't pay me back, I will call the police and let the police arrest you." Lin Weiner clicked on the class WeChat group, then clicked on Lu Jiuzhang's avatar, and added Lu Jiuzhang's friends on the spot. After Lu Jiuzhang agreed to add a friend, Lin Weiner transferred 10,000 yuan. Looking at the 500 yuan left in her WeChat wallet, Lin Weiner felt uncomfortable. It was even more uncomfortable to use the 500 yuan until graduation. "Looks like I'll have to be frugal in the next 2 weeks. Ding, a qualified rich man must learn to borrow debt. The richer the person, the more debt he has. Han Tai has a debt of 2 trillion, and the richest man Wang once had a debt of 700 billion. Well, the above are negative cases. In fact, major listed companies have different liabilities. As long as the liabilities are controlled within a reasonable range, they can help themselves and even their own enterprises develop better. The host successfully borrowed the first amount of money, and 100 million Chinese coins have arrived. Please pay attention to the host and check it. Ding, since the host has completed the task for the first time, the host will be rewarded with a large gift package. Would the host open it? A series of sounds sounded from the system. Do richer people have more debt? This seems to be the truth. If you want to develop, how can you develop without borrowing money? Once you miss some opportunities, you will regret it. At the same time, Lu Jiuzhang received a text message. Your savings card with the last number 2905 received an income of 100 million yuan at 3:16 on May 22, and the current balance is 100 million yuan, Construction Investment Bank. 100 million just arrived? It's so cool. The moment the text message on her phone rang, Lin Wanner also glanced over. There are so many zeros, are they fraudulent text messages? Lin Wanner said, have you not downloaded the National Anti-Fraud app? Be careful of being deceived. There are too many scammers these days, and there are men who pretend to be girls, seduce men with tea, and defraud you of your money. It's so perverted and disgusting. Lin Wanner felt that she had the obligation to remind her classmates so that they would not be deceived. Bang bang bang. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Lu Jiuzhang's roommates Zhao Chuan and Li Tao filed in, followed by Wang Hai. Damn it, why is this guy Wang Hai back? Isn't he working as an intern? It's over, now the lie is about to be exposed. Episode 4, Two Fears. Isn't classmate Wang Hai hospitalized? This is... Lin Wanner reacted instantly, and with a straight face, she questioned Lu Jiuzhang. Hey, just kidding, I just want to see if the friendship between our 4-year college classmates is worth 10,000 yuan. Lu Jiuzhang smiled bitterly and made an excuse. A joke? Do you know how worried I was just now? Lin Wanner said angrily, my classmate was seriously injured. I see you are so serious about borrowing money from everywhere. I think you have worked so hard. As a classmate, I even feel that the money is not enough. If so, I will ask my parents for as much money as I can. I have to help my 4-year college classmate. I can't let him lose his life at such a young age. Lin Wanner started to sob as she spoke, sobbing quietly. In front of the classroom, several roommates walked in carelessly. Zhao Chuan, we have graduated soon, and you are still so lazy? The counselor rolled his eyes at a few people. Don't waste everyone's time, we are talking about file issues right now. Yes, instructor, we must pay attention to it in the future. Zhao Chuan laughed and ran to the back row of the classroom with Li Tao and Wang Hai. What the hell, what's going on? This kid Lu Jiuzhang actually sat with the school beauty, and the school beauty even cried? Li Tao looked incredulous. This kid won't bully our school beauty, right? Didn't Lao Lu just break up with Chu Han at noon? Why are he hooking up with the school beauty now? Zhao Chuan was heartbroken. That's the school beauty. How many boys in school have their dream girls? In 4 years of college, no one has succeeded. Unexpectedly, Lu Jiuzhang actually made the school beauty cry. Lao Lu broke up? He hooked up with the school beauty again? Brothers, I haven't been back for a few days, so many dramas have happened? Damn, it's really a heifer chasing a bull, so awesome. Wang Hai didn't know that he had just been our *****D. Lu Jiuzhang cursed, feeling that his roommate was too fierce. Ahem, then, let's not disturb Lao Lu and sit somewhere else. Zhao Chuan reminded. Their voices were extremely low and did not attract the attention of others. Later, Zhao Chuan, Li Tao and Wang Hai crowded together with other students. Everyone lowered their heads to write files, and only heard the rustling of the pen tip. What, it's really my fault, I'm sorry. Lu Jiuzhang felt increasingly guilty. When a girl cries, he can't resist it. But Lu Jiuzhang didn't know how to coax a girl. How about I treat you to dinner? Lin Wanner didn't respond. Shall I invite you to watch a movie? Shall I invite you to go out to play? After making several suggestions in succession, Lin Wanner still didn't respond, just lying on the table and sobbing. Too difficult. Lu Jiuzhang had no choice but to pat Lin Wanner in close to her ear. Stop crying, the counselor is here. Lin Wanner hurriedly wiped the tears from the corners of her eyes, then raised her head, only to find that the counselor was still sitting on the podium, playing with her mobile phone with her head down. You? Unexpectedly, she was deceived by Lu Jiuzhang again. Lin Wanner became even more angry. Lu Jiuzhang, can you stop lying to me all the time? Even when questioning, Lin Wanner lowered her voice specifically, fearing to attract the attention of other students. It's my fault, just don't be angry. Lu Jiuzhang said, the 10,000 yuan was transferred back to you, so why don't you return my ID card to me and tear up the IOU too? I can tear up the IOU, but I can't return your ID card. Lin Wanner said angrily, you lied to me twice in a row. If I don't teach you a lesson, I don't know how many innocent girls you will lie to in the future. Don't worry, it's not that I won't give it to you, it depends on your sincerity and attitude of correction. Lin Wanner said seriously. This. Lu Jiuzhang was stunned for a moment, but I still want to book a room tonight. I made a mistake. I want to open an esports hotel, where I can play hacker and LOL with my roommates. In my memory, this was discussed before. Let's see if I believe you. Lin Wanner glared at Lu Jiuzhang, then picked up the pen and started writing on the file, don't disturb me, I want to fill in the file. There is a lot of previous information on the file, as well as evaluations of yourself and the like. There are a lot of words to write. Lu Jiuzhang had no choice but to fill in his own. At the end of the class meeting, the counselor will put these away, and a lot of time has been wasted. On the other side, in the girls' dormitory. Chu Han and Lu Jiuzhang were from the same college, but they were not in the same major. At this moment, she felt extremely uncomfortable, and she really wanted to post on WeChat moments to accuse those inferior men, and then add, after all, I was the one who shouldered everything. Isn't it just a breakup? All those things were given away, but I actually had the nerve to take them back. How stingy. After groping around on the bed, Chu Han remembered that he had returned his mobile phone to Lu Jiuzhang. It seems that the computer has been returned to Lu Jiuzhang. Tablets too. At this moment, I can't even contact the top brother on the list. Fortunately, she still remembered the phone number of the top brother on the list. Wang Xin, lend me your mobile phone and I'll make a call. Chu Han said to his roommate in the opposite bunk. No, here you go. The roommate in the opposite bunk handed over his cell phone. Chu Han picked up the phone and walked towards the balcony. After pressing a line of numbers on the button, Chu Han dialed. The phone rang for 4 or 5 seconds and was answered. Hello? On the other end of the phone, a middle-aged man's voice rang. Husband. Chu Han said angrily. Speak humanly, don't yell nonsense, I'm in a meeting right now. A serious voice sounded on the other end of the phone. There seemed to be a faint sound of a woman's gasping. Are you in a meeting right now? Chu Han doesn't believe it. It's obvious that the eldest brother on the list has another woman around him. Also, isn't it true that rich people like this are surrounded by all kinds of girls? For a moment, Chu Han seemed to regret it. Although the eldest brother on the list is rich, he often ignores himself. Lu Jiuzhang, on the other hand, was always on call. If I could hang on to Lu Jiuzhang all the time, how great would it be to be with the number one brother on the list? By then, I would have stayed with the number one brother for a long time. Even if I was dumped by the number one brother on the list, Lu Jiuzhang would still take over. The main blame is that Lu Jiuzhang was too arrogant and actually found out, leading to the current situation. She never puts the blame on herself and always thinks it's someone else's fault. But what she didn't know was that Lu Jiuzhang was no longer the same Lu Jiuzhang as before. I'll forward it to you on WeChat and you can buy it yourself. Remember, don't call me when I'm working. I'll go find you in the evening to talk about work. After saying that, before Chu Han could reply, Brother Bang hung up the phone. When hanging up the phone, Chu Han also heard a strange sound coming from the phone. Little Lang Huzi seduces her husband all day long. Chu Han cursed, then inserted his mobile phone SIM card into his roommate's mobile phone and logged into WeChat. When he saw the 6,000 yuan red envelope transferred, all Chu Han's depression disappeared. This money is enough to buy a new mobile phone, let's buy an apple. She has a soft spot for apples. Thinking of this, Chu Han left the dormitory and took his roommate to go shopping to buy a new mobile phone on the pretext that his phone was broken. Because I need it urgently, it is naturally impossible to shop online at this time. Otherwise, how long will it take to wait for the express to come back? Episode 5. Master and disciple are like father and son. Please fill in your name, ethnicity, age. There are also 8 semesters in college, with some situations in each semester. The award column stipulated that at least it should be a school-level award, so Lu Jiuzhang filled in none. As for self-evaluation, just write it casually. Of course, write more good words, and then mention 2 trivial shortcomings. After about half an hour or so, the counselor got up and moved around. Playing with your mobile phone in the same position for a long time can easily cause neck discomfort. The counselor shook his head and hit the back of his neck with his right hand. If you have filled it out, hand it to the person next to you. The person next to you will fill in the classmate, class leader, evaluation, and then hand it to another classmate and let him fill in the counselor's evaluation. Be careful, don't write it yourself, the handwriting cannot be the same. Also, when writing, try to find a classmate with good handwriting to fill it in for you. This is a file and it will stay with you for life. There is also the most important reason that the counselor did not mention. If the handwriting is too ugly, he will feel embarrassed. It's not like no one reads these files. If it's a public examination, etc., the file will be mentioned to the unit, and people in the unit will take a few glances. What if someone at work sees your name and discovers that the handwriting of good university counselor so-and-so is so ugly, and you are laughed at? Lin Wanner looked around and found that everyone was busy. She had no choice but to hand her file to Lu Jiuzhang. You fill it in for me, and I'll fill it in for you. Good. Lu Jiuzhang took the file and took a look at Lin Wanner's self-evaluation. I have been studying hard for 4 years in college, and my grades in professional courses are at the top of my grade. I have participated in many clubs and school activities, and have won. This girl writes quite seriously. However, Lu Jiuzhang could not deny that Lin Wanner's 4 years of college were extremely outstanding and eye-catching. She is not a silver-colored pewter gunhead, she only relies on her appearance. On the contrary, during these 4 years of college, she has been trying to downplay her appearance advantages, for example, cutting her long flowing hair into a short hairstyle. As a result, after cutting my hair short, I still look very beautiful and have a heroic feeling. More people are pursuing it. Later, Lin Wanner gave up on dressing up as she should and continued to grow her long hair. Now her hair is long in waist length, and the ends are elegant. Puff. Suddenly, Lin Wanner laughed out loud. She almost died laughing when she read Lu Jiuzhang's personal comments. Why do you only write about your own merits? Moreover, you also put all the merits on you? Especially this one, honesty and trustworthiness. Do you think you are honest and trustworthy? Lin Wanner looked at Lu Jiuzhang and asked. Of course. I borrowed money and then paid it back, how honest? Lu Jiuzhang affirmed, how many people have borrowed money, let alone paid it back? All of them have disappeared. Lin Wanner said, what about you lying to me? You didn't mention it at all. It's a misunderstanding, a misunderstanding. Lu Jiuzhang said with a bitter smile, it's not a lie, it's just a joke between classmates. Then you lied to me and said the counselor was here. It's a joke too. Can this be called cheating? Then what is cheating? Cheating for money in S*X is called cheating. I paid you back the money, and I didn't cheat on you for S*X. I'm such an honest person, but you actually called me a liar. Unknowingly, Lin Wanner's mood gradually improved. Lu Jiuzhang breathed a long sigh of relief. OMG. Coaxing girls is really a technical job. Why do you say that a scumbag is awesome? His tricks to coax girls are beyond the reach of ordinary people. But, those girls still love her to death. Since ancient times, deep love cannot be retained, only tricks can win people's hearts. Lu Jiuzhang sighed. By the time get out of class was over, the files were almost filled out. After handing the file back, Lu Jiuzhang looked at Lin Wanner. How is it? Can you give me back your ID card? Not yet, I'm still angry. I have to think carefully about how you can compensate me. Lin Wanner said. Can't you please have dinner? It's not sincere. It's perfunctory to treat me to dinner. Let's do this. I want to take graduation photos tonight, and you will be my royal photographer. Lin Wanner thought for a while and then said. Photographer? Lu Jiuzhang doesn't understand this either. When the time comes, go back to the dormitory and study more. Then you will have to bite the bullet. Then it's settled. Contact us via WeChat tonight. Lin Wanner shook her phone, smiled playfully, and left the classroom. After Lin Wanner left, the people in the dormitory quickly gathered around. If you confess, you will be lenient. If you resist, you will be lenient. When did you, Lao Lu, hook up with our school beauty? Lao Lu, I thought you must be sad after the breakup, so I invited you to drink tonight to drown your sorrows. I didn't expect you to turn your back and get single again, and even do it to the school beauty Lin Wanner. Lao Lu, you are dishonest. You can't live with this matter for 2 days. How about this, Lao Lu, invite Lin Wanner and her roommates out, and let's have a social event before graduation. What if we singles also have a chance? Wouldn't it be nice to seduce her roommates in the dormitory? Yes, we will have a graduation trip when we graduate. Let's go out and play together. Zhao Chuan, Li Tao, and Wang Hai started chatting. Lu Jiuzhang was a little confused. Let's talk about it. Besides, Lin Wanner and I are really not boyfriend and girlfriend. We just added WeChat. If you don't believe me, take a look. Lu Jiuzhang took out his phone. Damn it, did Lin Warner transfer money to you? Dear sister, you not only cheated on S**x but also cheated on money? It hurts my heart. I am such an honest person, why does Lin Warner look down on me? The three of them looked distressed. I just borrowed the money to make a living, didn't you see that I transferred it back to others? Lu Jiuzhang said. I saw it, but you are very brave to ask the school beauty to borrow money. Zhao Chuan sighed, how about I become your teacher and you can teach me? If you don't accept an apprentice, it would be good if you accept a godson. Lu Jiuzhang said with a smile. F***ku, don't go too far. Zhao Chuan had a dark face, it was obvious that he had been taken advantage of. Master and disciple are like father and son. What's the difference between you becoming your master and being my son? Lu Jiuzhang asked. It seems that there is really no difference. How about changing the term and hiring you as my emotional consultant? Give me money? Brothers are quarreling over money. Don't talk about money, but talk about a hammer. Amidst bursts of laughter, everyone returned to the dormitory. Lu Jiuzhang was lying on the bed, scrolling through Douyin, ready to search to see if there were any practical shooting composition tips. In fact, Lin Warner is so beautiful that she looks beautiful in any photo taken. But everyone has said so Lu Jiuzhang has to put in some effort, right? What if after taking the photo, people think it doesn't look good and don't accept it? By the way, I forgot something. Lu Jiuzhang muttered to himself. He obtained the system, but he still had a gift package for newbies that he had yet to receive. There were too many things to do just now, so I didn't take care of them. And it also received 100 million funds. How should this 100 million funds be spent? Episode 6, Taking Pictures of the School Beauty. Open the novice gift package, Lu Jiuzhang said silently. Ding, the big gift package has been opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the 10 times income card. The income obtained by the host on the day can be multiplied by 10, but it must be within the legal range. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the palace-level photography technology, palace-level art criticism knowledge, and palace-level music theory. Knowledge, palace-level musical skills. Plenty of rewards appear. For a moment, Lu Jiuzhang felt that there were countless contents in his mind. A large amount of systematic and cutting-edge knowledge is integrated with Lu Jiuzhang's memory. It took several minutes before Lu Jiuzhang came back to his senses. Unexpectedly, the second reward in the novice gift package is the art of photography. Then I won't have to worry about taking pictures of Lin Warner tonight. At the same time, Lu Jiuzhang's cell phone rang again. Your debit card with the last number 2905 earned 1 billion yuan at 5:46 on May 22, and the current balance is 1,100 million yuan, Construction Investment Bank. Damn it, another billion has arrived. Now, Lu Jiuzhang's account has 1.1 billion. It's so cool. It's time to replace this shabby cell phone and get a luxury sports car at your fingertips. I glanced at my phone and saw a video posted by a blogger explaining photography composition skills. Just now, Lu Jiuzhang felt that it was quite reasonable and what he said was really good, but now he feels that there are some loopholes in it. With his hands itching, Lu Jiuzhang replied in the comment area, there are too many foregrounds in the photo, too few fill in the blanks, and the field of view is not broad enough. Although the main scene is in a prominent area, there are too many background scenes, making it eye-catching. After the comment, Lu Jiuzhang glanced at the time. It was already around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I went out to cook first. After finishing the meal, I cleaned up a little and then probably went out to take pictures for Lin Warner. Just as Lu Jiuzhang was about to get up, his roommate Wang Hai couldn't help but walk towards the door. Old Wang, are you going to eat? Bring me one. Li Tao said hurriedly. I want it too, Lao Wang, I want Kung Pao chicken rice bowl, and ask the rice cooker to stop shaking her hands. They are graduating soon, can't they give me some more meat? Zhao Chuan echoed. Wang Hai glared at the two of them, let dad bring food every day, so I won't have unfilial sons like you. Damn it, son, you still want to take advantage of dad? My dear grandson, your dad is ignorant. Don't argue with your dad. Grandpa must put more meat in his Kung Pao chicken. Go to hell. Wang Hai cursed, then looked at Lu Jiuzhang. Lao Lu, what about you? Do you want to go to the cafeteria with me to eat, or should I bring it to you? Don't go to the canteen. Let's go out to eat tonight. Lu Jiuzhang glanced at the balance of his mobile banking account. There was a balance of more than 1 billion in his account. What kind of food could he not afford? I have something to do for a while, so I'm going out. I'll be back at 8 or 9 in the evening. Let's go out for a drink. As soon as these words came out, everyone nodded, and Zhao Chuan even said, it should have been like this a long time ago. You dumped the scumbag Chu Han and you want to be with Ling University's beauty again. This is called double happiness. Not inviting me to dinner is unjustifiable. Don't talk nonsense, I'm not with Lin Wanner. I'll go out to do errands first, and my sons will wait for me in the dormitory. Lu Jiuzhang trotted out of the dormitory door. Behind him, there were the voices of roommates cursing. On the other side, in the girls' dormitory, Lin Wanner was putting on makeup. There is no need to apply heavy makeup. Lin Wanner always only wears light makeup. She is already very beautiful. If the makeup is too thick, it will be superfluous. TSK, dressed up so beautifully? Why, are you going on a date today? Lin Wanner's roommate started teasing. No. Lin Wanner quickly denied, isn't this my graduation soon? I asked a classmate to help me take a group of graduation photos. Classmate? Male? The roommate smiled evilly and said, our college beauty has finally enlightened and knows how to fall in love. Who is that male classmate? Do I know him? You guess? Lin Wanner smiled playfully, picked up the bag on the table, and walked out of the dormitory door. TSK, the college beauty also started to fall in love secretly. No, I feel itchy if I don't understand this earth-shattering news. The roommates hurriedly followed him downstairs, keeping a safe distance. Downstairs in the girls' dormitory, Lu Jiuzhang waited for a short time. About 3 minutes later, he saw Lin Wanner coming downstairs. Lin Wanner today was obviously dressed up carefully. Lu Jiuzhang's eyes widened. Ahem, where should we go to shoot? Lu Jiuzhang asked. Of course it's inside the school, for graduation photos. Lin Wanner said, let's go to the lakeside of the school first, take a few pictures there, and then go to the playground in the teaching building. Good. Lu Jiuzhang nodded, and the two walked forward side by side. After they walked a certain distance, Lin Wanner's roommate showed his head behind the dormitory door and held up a mobile phone. Okay. I finally took the photo. The roommate murmured to himself, isn't this person Lu Jiuzhang? He looks pretty good, but his family conditions are average. Why did Wanner fall in love with him? The roommate was puzzled, and then shook his head, whatever, it's Wanner's freedom to be with whomever she wants to be with. Such a beautiful beauty has never been in love even once in 4 years of college. Now she finally understands, and she can't fall in love with her once. It's too late, there are still 2 weeks left, a relationship is enough. Later, the roommate sent the photo to the class group. Damn it, isn't this the beauty of Lin University? She is actually with a man. In the class group, someone instantly recognized Lin Wanner's back. After all, they usually paid a lot of attention to Lin Wanner. But as for the boy's back, the man only thought he looked familiar, and he couldn't tell who it was for the time being. My heart is broken, Yi Qingjie. The school beauty of Lin University is the goddess of my dreams. She has been single for 4 years and now she is in a relationship. Unexpectedly, she will graduate soon and life will give me a heavy blow. Who is this man? Young people don't have martial ethics, and they manage to get the school bell without saying a word. Damn. I'm going to become a teacher. It won't be a problem to pay for some tuition. I also want to pick up girls. The class group instantly exploded. In dormitory 313, Zhao Chuan is playing games and waiting for Lu Jiuzhang to come back and invite him to dinner. Unexpectedly, one message after another popped up in the class group at this moment. Zhao Chuan clicked in and found that people in the group were discussing that school beauty Lin Wanner was in love. So, Zhao Chuan quickly climbed up the stairs and found the photo. Others don't understand Lu Jiuzhang, don't they understand him in their own dormitory? Gone, Wang Hai, Li Tao, look at the class group. Zhao Chuan said in shock, that guy Lu Jiuzhang actually got the school bell. Damn it, Lu Jiuzhang actually lied to us, saying that he was going out to do errands. Is this the so-called doing errands? This is to be a school beauty. Our bodies are almost close together. Oh, I like Lin Wanner too. I didn't expect that Lu Jiuzhang got there first. I decided that I'm going to get drunk tonight. Anyway, Lu Jiuzhang paid for it, so I want to drink more. Come on, you little b********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** bottles of beer. Episode 7. Beautiful scenery. This photo spread quickly, and many people saw it and were heartbroken. By the lake, Lin Wanner was leaning on a stone. Lu Jiuzhang took a photo and it turned out to be a beautiful picture. How to say? Beautiful people look good in any photo. Photography skills are actually not that important. On the contrary, only ordinary-looking people need photography skills and constant retouching. In the same way, those who are beautiful and have good figures are just like clothes hangers. They look stunning no matter how they match them. Is it ready so soon? Lin Wanner walked over and said, "You don't really take pictures casually, do you? You are beautiful, and every shot you take is full of scenery." Lu Jiuzhang said with a smile. "Put. Praising someone so openly will offend others." Lin Wanner laughed. "Are you disgusted then? Look at the photos." Lin Wanner walked up to Lu Jiuzhang, took a look at the photos taken by Lu Jiuzhang, and found that the photos were pretty good. Lu Jiuzhang has achieved the art of photography at the palace level. Even if he takes photos casually, the quality of the photos he takes will not be bad. "You're quite sweet," Lin Wanner said with a smile. "Not bad. That's the end of your lie to me." Lin Wanner took out Lu Jiuzhang's ID card and said, "This is your ID card. Remember to keep it. Next time you lie to another little girl, don't take it out casually." "Ha, I am the most honest person and I won't lie to others." Lu Jiuzhang smiled and put his ID card in his pocket. She only saw an ID card being handed over, but she didn't know whose it belonged to. Lin Wanner's roommate, who was peeking from a distance, was stunned. Could it be Lin Wanner's? Then what are you doing handing over your ID card? Go to the hotel? Damn it, no way. Is it developing so fast? So exciting? The roommates were frightened. Isn't this too open? She calmed down and continued to peek. By the lake, Lin Wanner said, "We have to continue taking pictures, don't get too happy too early." After taking a few more pictures, let's go to the teaching building. I also brought my bachelor's uniform, so I can just put it on outside in a while. Good. Lu Jiuzhang nodded. The reason I came here this time was to take pictures of Lin Wanner. Lu Jiuzhang specially set aside about 2 to 3 hours. After taking pictures, I went to drink with my roommates. As for renting a house, it was just a wild guess made by Lin Wanner's roommate. The relationship between the two had not developed to that level yet. In the teaching building, Lu Jiuzhang found a relatively free classroom and helped Lin Wanner take pictures. Thanks to Lu Jiuzhang's exquisite craftsmanship, each beautiful picture was born. On the other side, the ancient capital. Bai Xiaorong is a photography blogger. She graduated from photography-related majors and her academic performance is not bad. She originally worked in a film and television company, but later she felt that overtime work was too hard, so she became a self-media blogger, shooting some videos or photos, posted online. Occasionally, I would start a live broadcast, earn some rewards, and explain shooting techniques to netizens. Most people still agree with her shooting skills. At night, Bai Xiaorong modified and color-corrected the photos taken during the day, and then uploaded them to Douyin. Not long after it was successfully released, Bai Xiaorong received dozens of likes. According to usual circumstances, the number of likes for this group of photos should be around 10,000 to 15,000. After the release was successful, Bai Xiaorong took a look at the comment area of the previously released video to see the feedback from netizens. Most people are praising the voice, only a small number of black fans are there to curse. Regarding these anti-fans, Bai Xiaorong has always pretended not to see them. It is useless to argue with them. The anti-fans will not reason with you. Suddenly, Bai Xiaorong saw a comment, "The photo has too much foreground and too little fill in the blank space, which makes the field of view not wide enough. Although the main scene is in a prominent area, there are too many background scenes, making it eye-catching. What's the situation?" Bai Xiaorong clicked on the homepage of the person who made the comment. He didn't have a single video, couldn't see anything, and his nickname was just ordinary, called This Year. The IP is located in Qin province, but I don't know which city it is from. What should I say about the other party's comments? It gave Bai Xiaorong a feeling of enlightenment. She thought there was something wrong with the video she shot before, but she could never find out what the problem was. There have always been people pointing fingers in the comment area, but most people's pointers were blind. A layman guides an expert. Bai Xiaorong just laughed it off and didn't take it to heart. Bai Xiaorong was shocked for a long time. She mustered up the courage to follow the account, This Year in the Year, then clicked on the private message and asked, "Hello, I think you know a lot about photography. Can we chat together? Or, I can treat you to a meal and discuss it in person. Don't worry, I don't mean any harm, I just want to have a simple discussion with you." The first sentence was sent smoothly, but when it came to the second and third sentences, a red exclamation mark appeared, and Douyin reminded me that the other party could only send at most one text message before replying. Bai Xiaorong was a little annoyed. The few words she said before were a little evasive. She would have told the business directly. There is no other way now but to wait for the other party to reply. In the girls' dormitory, Chu Han took her new mobile phone, downloaded some software, and then synchronized her account and some information to those software. As soon as she logged into WeChat, Chu Han saw one message after another in a group of fellow university students she had joined, which was quite lively. Usually when Shu Han has nothing to do, he would chat among fellow villagers and say a few words. Because of her good looks, every time she popped up, a group of men would surround her, and they would like to treat her, and they would shout and ask her if she was free, and invite her to dinner and so on. Shu Han likes the feeling of being sought after, so she also likes to post selfies in the group. Sometimes when I wear black stockings and JK clothes, I will send them in. They were all LSPs, and the happier she became, the happier the LSPs in the fellow group were. I haven't posted any photos of my legs today, why are these people chatting so happily? Shu Han clicked in, only to find that the people in the group were discussing the news that school beauty Lin Wanner was actually in love. Girls love to compare. Shu Han thought she was pretty good looking, but she was always worried about not being rated as the campus beauty. Are all those men blind? She is so beautiful, yet she is unknown. What's so great about the school beauty? Shu Han took a selfie on the spot and sent it to the group. Damn it, Miss Chu Han is here. Someone in the group immediately began to flatter him. Sister Chu Han didn't go on a date with her boyfriend today, someone also asked. Little boyfriend? Speaking of this, Chu Han felt angry because she was actually dumped by Lu Jiuzhang. I originally wanted to send it to Moments, but the phone was returned to Lu Jiuzhang at the time and I couldn't send it. I just got the new phone now and it's not too late yet. We broke up today. Shu Han said directly, I'm so angry. That person is so stupid that he even took back the mobile phone he bought me after we broke up. Episode 8. Introducing a girlfriend to you. Some people in the group compliment Shu Han, while others dislike Shu Han. I think this woman is pretentious and arrogant. As soon as Shu Han came out to make a fuss, someone deliberately changed the topic and continued to lead to the incident of the school beauty. By the way, is this person from our school? Why don't I feel like it, the person said while posting a photo of Lu Jiuzhang and Lin Wanner's back. That should be the case. I heard that they are in the same department as the school beauty. Someone in the fellow group replied. Shu Han clicked on the photo and took a few glances. Damn it! The next second, Shu Han was shocked. Others don't know who the figure is, so how can she not know? After all, she had been with Lu Jiuzhang for a while, and that figure from behind was very familiar to her. Did you just break up with yourself and get together with the school beauty? Shu Han felt even more angry. The next second, she pushed open the dormitory door and rushed to the school lake angrily. I searched around the lake and couldn't find anyone from Lu Jiuzhang. She originally wanted to send a message to Lu Jiuzhang to question her, but she was blocked by Lu Jiuzhang. As soon as the message was sent, a red exclamation mark appeared. Phone numbers and the like were also put into the darkroom. Depending on the situation, the other party should be taking graduation photos. Apart from the lake, the most likely place to go is the teaching building. Thinking of this, Shu Han rushed towards the teaching building. Shu Han still knew the approximate location of the teaching building of Lu Jiuzhang's department. When she rushed in, Lu Jiuzhang was taking pictures of the school beauty Lin Wanner. Seeing these two people together, Shu Han was instantly furious. Okay, Lu Jiuzhang, are you breaking up with me just for her? After saying that, Shu Han looked at Lin Wanner again. A great school beauty actually steals someone else's boyfriend. Are you so shameless? If it weren't for Lin Wanner, this matter might just be forgotten. But when he thought that Lu Jiuzhang actually found the school beauty after breaking up with her, Shu Han felt angry. Why? Why can a poor student like Lu Jiuzhang be with the school beauty? She doesn't allow it. Lu Jiuzhang must have a miserable life to prove that her choice was right. Shu Han stared at the two of them, huffing angrily, his chest rising and falling one after another. Is this your girlfriend? Lin Wanner's face changed, a little embarrassed. We've broken up. Afraid of Lin Wanner misunderstanding, Lu Jiuzhang explained. Break up? Didn't you break up with me just for her? Shu Han said angrily, you are still a school beauty, you are really not picky about food. Enough. Lu Jiuzhang was furious. Shu Han, what do you want? Don't you know the reason why I broke up with you? If you hadn't gone out to rent a house with Brother Bang, and flaunted yourself everywhere, I could have broken up with you. Ha, you are only allowed to hook up with the school beauty, but you are not allowed to hook up with the top brother? Shu Han said confidently, you are like this, why do you blame me? After a confrontation, Lin Wanner finally understood what it meant. It seems that Lu Jiuzhang did the right thing. If such a girl doesn't break up with her, she will keep him for the new year? Actually, while we were in a relationship, we went out to rent a house with the eldest brother on the list. No matter who it is, I'm afraid they won't be able to bear it. How did this man become so shameless? First of all, Lu Jiuzhang and I are just classmates. We are not hooking up or not. I hope you can keep your mouth clean. Lin Wanner was not a vegetarian, especially when she was so insulted by a girl. She said sternly. Secondly, what's going on between me and classmate Lu Jiuzhang has nothing to do with you, right? You guys have broken up. It has nothing to do with it? It's a classmate relationship, huh? Shu Han sneered. You don't know what dirty deeds you are doing behind your back. As soon as these words came out, Lin Wanner became even more angry, her face turned red and white, and she directly took Lu Jiuzhang's arm. What is our relationship? Can your ex-girlfriend control it? You came to Lu Jiuzhang. Why do you want to get back together with him? Beg him to stay? Shu Han was stunned and snorted coldly. Humph, what's the point of getting back together with poor students? I don't care. If you don't care, then go out and don't disturb us. Lin Wanner said bluntly. Also, I advise you not to spread rumors, let alone slander at will. My brother graduated from the Imperial University of Political Science and Law, and his mentor was Luo Luo, a lawless man. Teacher. If you dare to tell nonsense, I will sue you. Rumors are more powerful than tigers. If Shu Han spreads nonsense outside and causes negative effects, he will be in big trouble. And if you open your mouth to spread rumors, you will lose your legs if you refute them. Rumors abound, and it's not easy to prove one's innocence. Let me out. The classroom is public territory. Why should I go out? This is your home? Shu Han said unconvinced. It doesn't matter, you can stay here as long as you stay here. Lin Wanner was too lazy to talk to Shu Han anymore and regarded her as nothing. Then Lin Wanner looked at Lu Jiuzhang. Let's continue taking pictures. Good. Lu Jiuzhang smiled, picked up his phone and continued to take pictures. Unexpectedly, Lin Wanner was quite powerful. She was able to rebuke Shu Han with a few words and even said them out loud. It's really a heifer flying, awesome as hell. Shu Han was so angry that when he saw the two people taking intimate photos together in front of him, his heart was filled with unknown fire. But this anger cannot be vented for a while, which makes it even more uncomfortable. Boom. Not wanting to stay here any longer, Shu Han slammed the door and left. In the classroom, Lu Jiuzhang put down the phone in his hand, looked at Lin Wanner and said slowly, "Thank you." What's there to be thankful for? Lin Wanner waved her hand and said it was not worth mentioning. Actually, I hate people like this very much. I think a person must have some conscience and some moral qualities. I think you were also sad when she left you and moved into a room with the eldest brother on the list, right? For a moment, Lin Wanner was not worth it for Lu Jiuzhang. Why? Lu Jiuzhang let out a long sigh. Is it pitiful? He didn't really think so. Anyway, the green one is also the previous owner of this body. After traveling through time, Lu Jiuzhang dumped Shu Han directly, so there was no such thing as being cheated on. If you feel uncomfortable, lean on my shoulder. Lin Wanner said magnanimously, don't worry, I'm a good person to talk to. If you have anything unhappy, just tell me and I will try my best to enlighten you. Having said this, Lu Jiuzhang leaned on Lin Wanner's shoulder. A faint fragrance came. Lu Jiuzhang took a slight sniff and felt quite comfortable. The two of them sat like this, the atmosphere was quite subtle. For Lin Wanner, this is the first time. This was the first time a man was so close to her. For a moment, Lin Wanner's face turned red and she was a little shy. An inexplicable emotion rippled in her heart. Following the plot in the TV series, Lin Wanner gently patted Lu Jiuzhang on the back. Don't worry, without this one, the next one will be better. I will introduce you to a girlfriend then. Lin Wanner said, I promise to introduce you to a reliable one. Lu Jiuzhang turned around and looked at Lin Wanner and found that this girl was quite nice and had a simple mind. Ahem, let's talk about it again. Lu Jiuzhang stood up and said, let's continue taking photos for you, there are still a few more to go. Good. The red color on Lin Wanner's face had not faded yet, but she still managed to cheer up and said calmly. Episode 9, Eat the Soft Rice of the School Belle. In the teaching building, the photos were finally taken, and Lu Jiuzhang breathed a sigh of relief. Lin Wanner took her mobile phone and opened the gallery to enjoy it. This one is so beautiful. Lin Wanner was a little excited and pulled Lu Jiuzhang's arm. Why didn't I realize that your photography skills were so good before? If I had known earlier, I would have called you along when I went out to play, and the photos I left behind would have been beautiful. When I was about to graduate from college, I discovered that there was a treasured classmate in my class. It would be a lie not to mention it. It's not too late now. Didn't I leave a few photos? Lu Jiuzhang smiled. Well, thank you for your hard work. Do you have time tonight? I'll treat you to a meal. Lin Wanner said. Lin Wanner felt a little embarrassed for having troubled Lu Jiuzhang for so long. No, I have dinner with my roommate tonight and we have made an appointment. Lu Jiuzhang shook his head. Ha! Lin Wanner didn't react for a while. She was actually rejected. After entering college, I don't know how many people wanted to invite her to dinner. She is usually the one who refuses. I finally tried to invite someone to a meal today, but failed. This made Lin Wanner feel a little uncomfortable. Could it be that I stayed up late revising my paper some time ago, making me look old? Lin Wanner secretly picked up her phone and glanced at the screen. She was indeed a little haggard. I will never stay up late from now on, Lin Wanner said firmly in her heart. She looked at Lu Jiuzhang and said, then let me join you tonight. It's just for dinner anyway. It doesn't matter if there are a few more people. They are all classmates in the university. Being rejected by Lu Jiuzhang aroused Lin Wanner's desire. In psychology, this is called the Pandora effect. Being forbidden arouses desire. The less you can get something, the more you want it. The less accessible something is, the more tempting it is. She wants to be strong all her life, how can she be rejected so easily? Fortunately, Lu Jiuzhang also returned the 10,000 yuan, and now she is a rich little woman. This. Lu Jiuzhang hesitated. It's okay, I'll treat you tonight. Lin Wanner said. It's not about money, it's mainly about a bunch of big men drinking. Is it appropriate to call a girl? Well, it's very suitable. Lu Jiuzhang thought about how cool it would be to have a girl drinking with her, who is also a school beauty. It's getting late, let's rush over. Lu Jiuzhang looked at the time. It was almost 7:40 p.m. The place to eat is not far away, just near the school. It only takes about 20 minutes from here to the school gate. The place chosen was a night market stall. Lu Jiuzhang found an empty seat and sat down. Lin Wanner sat next to Lu Jiuzhang. Lu Jiuzhang took a photo of the store name and sent it to his roommates. Soon, several figures appeared in front of the night market stalls. Those people were not Zhao Chuan, Wang Hai, and the others, who else could they be? Damn it, the beauty of Lin University, are you there too? Li Tao pushed up his glasses and said in shock, you are not going to announce your relationship tonight, are you? Relationship? What relationship? Lin Wanner was confused. A relationship between boyfriend and girlfriend, what kind of relationship? Aren't you asking questions knowingly? Zhao Chuan echoed, look at the class group, they are all noisy. Lin Wanner hurriedly opened her phone and took a look at the class group messages. The heat had subsided by now, so Lin Wanner had no choice but to climb up the stairs and discovered that the culprit was those photos of her back. This back photo was sent by my roommate. At that moment, Lin Wanner felt a little unhappy. That damn girl went back and tore her mouth to pieces, making her talk nonsense. This is a misunderstanding. Lin Wanner and I are just ordinary friends. Lu Jiuzhang explained, and then posted this sentence in the class group. Why are you so eager to explain? Lin Wanner frowned slightly. She always felt that Lu Jiuzhang was eager to clarify the relationship between the two, and he looked down on her. Do you really think you are that bad? Don't you fall into Lu Jiuzhang's eyes? The more eager Lu Jiuzhang was to defend himself, the angrier Lin Wanner became. Snort! She directly posted a message in the class group, it made everyone laugh. I didn't expect that a few photos of my back caused an uproar and wasted everyone's time. I hope you won't pay attention to or discuss my personal affairs in the future. This sentence was so ambiguous that the people around him felt itchy for a while. Why does it feel like Lu Jiuzhang is not interested in Lin University's campus beauty, but Lin University's campus beauty insists on sticking to Lu Jiuzhang's side? Ahem, old Lu, you are unjust. I have to kill you tonight, otherwise, I will feel uncomfortable. Wang Hai cried. The school beauty was really abducted by Lu Jiuzhang, they were heartbroken. When Lu Jiuzhang was about to answer, Lin Wanner said first, just order whatever you want to eat, I'll treat you to this meal. She still had money for food. Lu Jiuzhang paid the money back, and she had more than 10,000 yuan. How much can one eat at a night market? What? Are you treating me? Everyone was stunned. Taken together, Lao Lu is now not only having an affair with Lin, but he's also having S*X with her? It hurts my heart. Some handsome guys, the waist is here. In an awkward atmosphere, the shop owner brought a plate of roasted kidneys and placed it on the table. Zhao Chuan silently pushed the kidney in front of Lu Jiuzhang, you'd better eat more, I'm afraid you'll be weak. Give Lao Lu another plate of leeks. If you want male leeks, please make more. Is this kidney enough? How about some oysters? A gas station for men, a beauty salon for women? Wang Hai and Li Tao joined in the fun. Are you kidding? Do I need to make amends? Lu Jiuzhang waved his hand, besides, please don't get me wrong. Lin Wanner and I are really just ordinary boyfriend and girlfriend. Tisk, TSK, We are both boyfriend and girlfriend, how can we still be ordinary? Why don't you say pure? Several people looked unbelieving. Lin Wanner looked at Lu Jiuzhang with a smile. She didn't refute, she just liked to see Lu Jiuzhang deflated. Girls' dormitory. Shu Han felt aggrieved. She planned to post a complaint on WeChat Moments, first with a picture of a woman sitting by the window smoking at night, and then with a text, many times, I want to make myself better, but I know, there is no one who deserves such good things from me. Putting aside the past, I wish my future self to find Prince Charming as soon as possible. As soon as the post was posted on Moments, people immediately liked it. Immediately afterwards, someone sent a private message to Chu Han. This person is a student from the fellow villagers group and is also a senior. Sister Chu Han, don't be so unhappy after we broke up. You will meet someone better in the future. The fellow said, shall we go out for dinner together tonight? I'll treat you. I don't want to go. Chu Han had some impression of this fellow villager. His family owned a supermarket, either a large chain supermarket or a small supermarket in the community. Call me poor, I still have some money. But if we say he is rich, he is far behind compared to the big brother on the list. I guess even if I want to treat guests, it will only be an ordinary restaurant and not up to my own level. Therefore, Chu Han directly refused. Episode 10, Sports, how about going to the bar for a drink? The fellow was a little unwilling and continued to ask, let's drink a little longer and let the alcohol numb us. When we wake up, nothing will happen. Go to the bar? Ha, don't I know what you mean? Chu Han sneered. Don't you just want to sleep with her? So tactful. Hey, are you going? The fellow asked. Go, of course. Chu Han felt that he should go out for a drink to relieve his mood. As for opening a room with the other party? Non-existent. Who does she think she is if she just spends this little money to rent a room? After finishing the meal, it was getting late. The dormitory closes and lights out at 11 p.m., so it should be about the same time when we walk back. Zhao Chuan and the others went back first, while Lu Jiuzhang sent Lin Wanner back to the dormitory. When she was downstairs in the girls' dormitory, Lin Wanner turned around and faced Lu Jiuzhang. I think you are quite a nice person. What's the meaning? Got a good guy card? Lu Jiuzhang thought that he had not expressed any intention to pursue Lin Wanner. We can have more contacts and communicate more in the future. Lin Wanner smiled shyly, her whole face turned red. She felt that Lu Jiuzhang was indeed a nice person, but she tried to get along with him. If we can get along well in the future, it might not be impossible to be together. She is not the kind of casual woman. During the 4 years of college, there were many rich second-generation people chasing her, as well as handsome men. But in this world right now, people are too impetuous. Those suitors often only pursue her for a few days. When they see that there is no hope, they turn their backs and pursue other girls. In this era of fast food love, Lin Wanner wants to meet her own porridge simmered slowly over low heat. Taking your time may be the greatest sincerity. After saying these words, Lin Wanner ran into the dormitory building. Her face was red. What she said tonight was quite bold, and she didn't know if Lu Jiuzhang understood it. Boys' dormitory building, dormitory 313. As soon as Lu Jiuzhang walked outside the dormitory door, he heard Wang Hai say loudly, I have decided that when I chase girls from now on, I will chase pretty ones. You said that chasing ugly ones will be rejected, and chasing beautiful ones will also be rejected. Since they are all rejections, why not chase the pretty ones? What if a pretty girl thinks I'm reliable and gets together with me? Wouldn't this make a lot of money? Wang Hai strengthened his belief. The weirdest thing is that some women don't look very good, but they are still very confident and arrogant, which makes everyone unhappy. Hey, Lao Wang, what are you talking about? I'm a little fairy. If you talk too much, be careful if people call you a coward. Zhao Chuan joked. Squeak. The dormitory door was pushed open and Lu Jiuzhang walked in. Wang Hai was wearing a vest, lying on the bed, and said carelessly, see, Lao Lu is our role model. If you don't know how to speak, just say a few words. You are not a good role model. Lu Jiuzhang cursed. The weather is getting hotter and hotter, and the school is not installing air conditioners for everyone. There is a big fan hanging on the ceiling, whirring and squeaking, but the air blowing out seems to be hot. I have to live like this for another 2 weeks. It should be much better when I go out to work. Taking out the mobile phone in his pocket, Lu Jiuzhang thought that he should get a new mobile phone. He would use the latest Hongmeng mobile phone. We also support domestic production. Ding dong. On his mobile phone, Lu Jiuzhang received a message from Lin Wanner, it's getting late. You should go to bed early. Good night. I am indeed a little tired. During the afternoon taking pictures, Lin Wanner had some sore legs and was very tired from walking around in various poses. After the sentence was sent out, it was also accompanied by an emoticon. Lu Jiuzhang immediately replied with a good night. When Lu Jiuzhang opened Douyin and was about to watch short videos for a while, he saw a private message received in the background. "Hello, I see you know a lot about photography, can we chat together?" Clicking on the other party's homepage, Lu Jiuzhang discovered that this was not the blogger whom he had planned to learn photography skills from before. At that time, Lu Jiuzhang opened the big gift package given by the system and obtained the palace-level shooting technology, and then made a comment to the other party with itchy hands. One thing to say, the other party's ability to take photos is not bad. But taking pictures requires not only talent, but also someone to guide you. If you don't understand anything, you can leave me a message. I will get back to you when I have time. Lu Jiuzhang typed a line of words on the keyboard and replied. "Are you online? Can you check me out?" The next second, the other party replied with a message. Lu Jiuzhang clicked the follow button, and the two became Douyin friends and started chatting on Douyin. Most of the conversation was related to photography, and Lu Jiuzhang put forward some of his own opinions. These insights seemed trivial to Lu Jiuzhang, but in Bai Xiaorong's mind, they were sincere and practical information, just like the skills of keeping the bottom of the box, and would not be easily revealed to others. Seeing that the time was getting later and later, Lu Jiuzhang took the initiative to end the chat topic. "It's getting late, go to bed early. Mr. Lu, since we are all in the ancient capital, can I treat you to a meal when you have time?" "Thank you very much," Bai Xiaorong said respectfully. "There's no need to eat, just chat when you have time." Lu Jiuzhang deliberately declined. "We are all netizens, so why do we need to meet? How can this be possible? I'm becoming more and more curious about you. Let's just say you tell me where you are and I can come find you." After the message was sent, Lu Jiuzhang did not reply. "I picked up my wash basin and toothbrush and went to the bathroom to wash up. It's already getting late, it's time to wash up early and go to bed." In a rental house in the southern suburbs of the ancient capital, Bai Xiaorong held her mobile phone and recalled the content of the chat just now. Today was a fruitful day. Although Mr. Lu did not reply in the end, Bai Xiaorong was not angry. It is normal for a master like Mr. Lu to be a little arrogant. Even if you don't know how old Mr. Lu is now, it stands to reason that someone who has such unique insights into photography is generally not young. This can only be summed up after a long period of actual shooting. But during the conversation, Bai Xiaorong felt that the other party did not have that old-fashioned tone. Bai Xiaorong became more and more curious about who Mr. Lu was. The next day, early morning. Early in the morning, Lu Jiuzhang's cell phone rang. When I turned on my phone, I saw a WeChat message from Lin Weiner. "I plan to go for a run on the playground, do you want to come with me? She went to bed too early last night." Lin Weiner woke up at around 6 o'clock this morning. After getting up and washing up, she felt a little bored. All her roommates were sleeping and there was no one to talk to. After much deliberation, Lin Weiner decided to go for exercise, so she sent a message to Lu Jiuzhang. "Wait a minute, I haven't gotten up yet, get up now." Lu Jiuzhang replied.